This is our mini recap of the season 1, episode 6, Sister Wives episode of Fourth Wife to Be. It is a famous one in Sister Wives canon because it's the infamous wedding dress episode, which there are several things about this that I did not remember. Right off the bat, they are discussing the fact that Robin now lives up by them. She's been courting and engaged for so long, which if I remember correctly, she was only divorced for like 6 months before she met him, but it was so long. And they're discussing the fact that she is already getting Cody 1 night out of 4. And I was like, night? He is sleeping at her place? Now, when she lived 5 hours away, that was one thing. But she now lives like a mile away, and he is spending the nights at her house. I was like, okay, I don't want to hear anything more from him about like, oh, modest is hottest and all that, because she is...
This could alternatively be titled Royalty and Peasants. And I'll let you guess who's who.
So, just so you know, Christine takes a lot of heat. Oh, Christine didn't like this from the beginning. Mary is right next to her saying that I also don't think this is appropriate. Janelle is more like, I don't care, they're engaged, it's the same thing. But he was doing this before they were engaged. Because she's like, engaged is the same thing. And then Robin is like, I need this time. I moved up here. I deserve this time. I need this time. My kids need this time. And I was like, okay, if we're not going to hear the same thing for 17 seasons. They go out. They look at flowers. They do cake testing. They look at wedding dresses. Afterwards,
do they?
They do look at wedding
dresses.
dresses.
They picking out all the girls together?
They can't because Robin just can't decide. And then there on the couch, Cody comes out and says, I have a big secret. I went and picked out her wedding dress. I went with her. The way everyone remembers it is that Christine gets up and leaves because she's so upset, which is correct. But I will tell you, when she says, wow, I can't believe this, Mary says it's a slap in the face. And then Janelle says it's a betrayal because I realized that us going with you and doing all this stuff was all for show and wasn't real. They are just as upset. Christine is the most upset, but this is not, when we talk about this, we need to remember that all three wives...
Christine is the most emotional.
Has the biggest reaction, was the first to say something. But Janelle, once she kind of had a chance to think about it after Christine comes back, states her feelings pretty clearly. Now, Robin cannot miss out on this, and she says she is also hurt because Cody promised not to tell anyone. And it's like, oh, yeah, let's definitely focus on how much Robin is hurt, that she snuck around behind the women's back knowing it would hurt them, asked their husband to hide it from them, and then he said something anyway. I will say that he does give a sincere apology. As sincere as you can get. We'll see what happens, and that's it. I guess next week's the big wedding.